Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, ready to once again take a few swings at some invading aliens in XCOM, The Long War. Now, I don't mean good swings, so don't get nervous that your favorite laughingstock is trying to change his ways. This is going to be more like a series of drunken haymakers than any kind of actual fisticuffs. You know, sort of like the time your uncle got drunk and took a poke at your dad for eyeballing the missus. Or, you know, alternatively, like anyone who has batted cleanup for the Cubs in the last 2 decades. Those are the kind of swings we're talking about here. I mean, basically what I'm getting at is that you should be prepared for a lot of wild, ineffectual flailing and an entire mission that's awash in an ocean of sound and fury that ultimately amounts to nothing. It's a perfect microcosm for my life, actually. I mean, giant sound and fury that ultimately amounts to nothing. It's sort of the way to go, I feel. And with that said, let's get scanned and get to work. We don't really have any base maintenance or anything that we're waiting on, so nothing to do but start looking for a fight. Or as Mel Gibson would say, of course, down in the barracks, "Where are you going, Mel?" "Going to pick a fight." Which is good, because, you know, our troopers didn't get dressed up for nothing. Moose is back on duty. Shotgun Steinhoff also back on duty. I find that I could care less about both of those facts. Anti-grav systems is complete, which is fantastic. It'd be better, of course, if we had some Illyrium that we could use to actually build any of these items, but alas, we do not, so... Hover shivs, man, I'll get right on that. Thumper, if I used a kinetic strike module, I might care, but I don't. Seraphim armor, not a huge fan of that either. Yeah, it can fly for a really long time, but it's also sort of shitty armor. And what we're going to do for Dr. Valen's research is the only thing we have a choice to do at this point, and that's going to be assaulting, or rather researching how to shoot down an assault carrier, although we've already done that once, so I'm not sure how beneficial this research could be. Dr. V and the boys have been down in the laboratory twiddling their thumbs quite long enough, however, so really we should probably be glad that they have something to work on. It's, you know, odds are like 5 to 1 that it's only a matter of time before they start some kind of prostitution ring out of the laboratory if left without any work to do. Specifically alien prostitution, and that we still have captives that Dr. Valen hasn't butchered yet, and I can only assume that she's going to start pimping them out to her, you know, kind of mailing list of people that she's been feeding all of her snuff porn footage to, so... Then again, that could be a highly profitable source of revenue, rather. We got sort of a Taken thing going, except we're not Liam Neeson, we're the other guys. You know, the ones selling people into slavery, yeah. But they're aliens, so I'm not sure it's even against the law. You know, I'm going to have the lawyers look into that. Take a look. Could be pretty profitable. No one said anything about the alien snuff. I mean, we've been good on that so far. They didn't take long on that whole gig, Dr. V. I don't even think that was a full day. I mean, about like 5 hours. Alright, well, as much as I'd like to assign you new research, pretty sure there's nothing we can assign you. Yeah, alright then. So, I guess contact the legal team and start looking into the whole pimping, alien bondage sort of sexual slavery kind of thing and see whether or not that's actually against the law or possibly a Geneva Convention violation, Dr. Valen. We're going to go back to scanning, meanwhile. I'm actually delighted to get that 2 Illyrium in a rebate. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm actually quite glad. Why did I click assign new projects? There's nothing I want Dr. Shen to work on for us. And I mean that quite literally. There's nothing I want him to work on. Just some things I'm forced to have him work on.
Secure transmission coming in now.
You know, I'm not too enthused about talking to Optimus Prime today, Bradford. You know what? I'm going to let him wait. Yeah, that's right. I'm not just going to jump to. I'm not just some stoolie to be pushed around at Optimus Prime's whim. No, you fuck him. You let him wait. Put that fucker on hold. You heard me, Bradford. Yeah, let him wait. Oh, yeah, I'm being a douche? Well, you're right, Bradford, I am being a douche. But, I'm still gonna let him wait. Yeah. And now I'm ready. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Optimus Prime, except I'm totally not sorry at all. I did it deliberately. I was deliberately wasting your time. Infiltrate one of our remote data storage facilities. I have a feeling we'll be holed up inside an observatory then. We get panic reduction and a new support corporal. I'd be more salty about the fact that they're rewarding us with a new trooper, but it's a support guy, which we can make into a medic, and that means fuck Larry David. I don't ever have to take him on a mission if we get another Larry, or another medic. And, that pleases me. So yes, Optimus Prime, in this instance, Simply because you appear to be cooperating in my mission to make sure that Larry David never, ever, ever again sees the light of day, I'm going to take your little mission. We'll see what we can do with it.
You will handle this matter with discretion.
Ian Ziering, nothing says discretion like idiot Ian Ziering with a rocket. I mean, the Sharknado movies were totally nothing if not discreet. That's not true. They were gigantic, obvious turds, but let's put together a team here. Rihanna is tired. Uncle Mel also tired. I'm pretty sure Amanda Bynes is still a little sleepy. Yeah. Is Hugh Jacksman available? If he is, we're going to have him lead this mission. Huge? 9 hours. Alright. Yeah, that's how you want to be, huh? Alright then. So do we actually have... Who's our best infantry guy then? Oh, we're looking strong. Even Tay Diggs is tired. Good lord. So I guess it's going to be Corporal 007 Connery on infantry. We need some manner of officer on this. We got to get somebody. It may have to actually be Uncle Mel. Pretty sure it's going to be Uncle Mel, actually. Yeah, so we're taking Uncle Mel Gibson, which is fine. It's been a while since we had Uncle Mel out of the barn, and we actually toyed with the idea of taking Uncle Mel on our last mission. Just didn't quite work out that well. If this is the map I think it is, Uncle Mel should do just fine, so... We're going to give him a little bit of Banshee armor, of course a Gauss long rifle, and keep him busy there. A little bit of scope, some laser sight, high capacity mags, and that's got Uncle Mel sorted. Uncle Mel, we're ready to go kick some ass. And I guess our infantry trooper then is going to be Corporal Connery here. Oh, that's right. Sean's ready to go on a mission. It's been a little while since you've had me out of the barn, and I gotta say, my Willie's looking for some action. Oh. Man, my Sean Connery just, it gets progressively worse. The more I do it, the worse it gets. Now it sounds like Bane, who's, like, doped up on cold medicine. Anyway, a scope and a laser sight for Mr. Connery. Of course, we're going to give him a plasma rifle, although such advanced technology for an old-timer like Sean seems like might not be the best idea in the world. He's liable to just detonate that thing in his own face, but... That's a chance I'm prepared to take, because I'm not too terribly concerned about Sean Connery's well-being, so... I guess we'll give him high-capacity mags as well, because why not? What can we do about a gunner? Do we have anyone decent who is not already maximum rank? Lady Gaga is tired. Kathy Z is tired. We could go with Nikki and the Moose. Does Nikki have... Can Nikki shoot twice yet? She cannot. She's real close. Alright, so we're going to take Nicki Minaj because this mission will absolutely level her. So we're going to take Nikki. We're going to make her a base fire gunner. I have a feeling we're not going to be moving a whole hell of a lot on this mission, so it seems like a good opportunity to employ Nikki. And good opportunities to employ Nikki haven't really come about since she left that gig at the 7-Eleven. That was clearly Nikki's best method of employment. You know, I think we're going to give Nikki armor-piercing ammo here. Instead of a laser sight, 5 extra hit and crit, not really a huge deal for Nikki. Armor-piercing ammo might hold her in pretty good stead, however, so we'll go that route. What else do we need here? Well, we're going to need a scout, and we're going to need an assault trooper. That's sort of a given. What can we do about scouts? Ah, fuck you, Tara Reid. Dominic Purcell, also tired. Man, we're really getting to the bottom of the barrel here, guys. I guess Anna Big Gun's gun is going to be... yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, but it looks like Big Guns is going to be our big gun, so we're going to roll her out. Now, on the plus side, Big Guns is real fast. Real fast. We're going to give her a little bit of Titan armor. Of course, she is a big gun. She's got to have a big gun going into battle. So we're going to give her the pink Can't Take Me Home commemorative alloy cannon. I guess we'll give her some gear here. Probably a chem grenade seems alright. You know what? Let's give her a battle scanner and an arc thrower. I don't really think we're going to need like a ton of battle scanners, so probably... Oh, she actually has battle scanner. Well, that seems foolish. Let's not do that then. Rather than a battle scanner, let's give her a good old-fashioned flashbang. Why not? Well, why not? Specifically because it slows her down, that's why not. But Anna's got a good enough foot speed, I think, despite the extra equipment, she's still going to be okay. Let's get her sorted then. Let's get her an assault-style friend to tag along, keep her company. Not sure we have a good assault trooper. Or we have some, but they're all injured. Yeah, John Flansburgh is even hurt. So it's going to be Corporal Charlie Winning Sheen going to get his first opportunity to go out and secure a win. I'm sure he's stoked. And the goddesses, man, they're beside themselves that Charlie's finally getting a call. Just like when he got cast on 2.5 Men, they don't know what to do with themselves. Mostly because they're looking forward to spending all the fat cash they got out of that whole gig. Unfortunately for the goddesses, this is not likely to pay anywhere near as well as that, and Charlie's foot speed is just abysmal. Even with the walker servos, good lord, you're at an 11. You are the slowest assault trooper we've ever seen, Charlie Sheen. You're bad at your job. Then again, I did say Charlie Sheen, so I guess bad at your job should have kind of been implied. What can we do for an engineer? Anything? We don't even have a Kristen Stewart level of intervention. Well, I guess it's going to be Sergeant Jennifer Geely Lopez then. And man, we got a lot of bum trooper coming off of this mission. I'm really not sanguine about our chances here. Jennifer's aim is not good. I was going to say it's not fantastic, but that's actually kind of an understatement. It's just flat out not good. So we're going to try and increase her mobility a little bit, and then we're going to arm her with some chemical grenades to possibly help against any kind of armored units, if we get any armored units coming in at us, which I don't really anticipate, but nothing is out of the question at this point. So what should we do for our final unit then? Sniper well, we're going to need a medic. And when I say we're going to need a medic, I fear on this mission we're actually probably going to need a medic, not just, you know, comfort ourselves by having one around. I think we may legitimately need a medic. Fuck you, XCOM. You know, I've never seen a game that trolls as hard as XCOM. It's like it deliberately hates me. I've played a lot of games, and seriously, a lot. An unhealthy amount, really, in the course of my lifetime. But XCOM, it's like it takes some kind of sinister pleasure in trolling you. You know what? Screw you, game. I am not fucking taking Larry David. Not doing it. I'm not. No, you can't make me. I'm not doing it. I'm going to take Taylor Moose Lautner, and casualties be damned. That's what I'm going that route. You can go suck an egg. I'm not doing it. So Pulse Auto Blaster then for Moose. He's going to take a scope and a laser sight. And Christ, I don't even know what else to give the guy. I mean, he's pretty fast. A smoke grenade? Yeah, he can already move and fire. Let's give him a regular alien grenade, I guess. I say why not, but there are a number of reasons. One, Taylor Lautner is likely to drop it at his own feet, just out of sheer stupidity, having never before handled a grenade. But, just gonna have to take that risk. I'm not taking Drake on this mission. He's max level, no need for that. You know, Alpha Dog is not yet max level. I say let's take the Alpha Dog, and we could do it. He is quite good, but again, we are rocking the lower level Warden suit since our good suit is in the shop. And I'm not necessarily sure risking Alpha Dog's life in this situation is our best bet. I'm thinking maybe we'll take a Valkyrie instead, probably Bono? Oh, good God, that's... yeah. Alright then, Bono, you got the call, buddy. Woohoo! So we're taking Bono. Going to give Bono a railgun, and probably a flamethrower is going to be our best bet since we're likely to be defending the interior of a building, and I would rather not necessarily blow it to chunks. So we're going to go with the Lyrium Turbo's Tactical Sensor Flamethrower, and hopefully Bono will be able to either do some good work with just his regular gun or dash in and deliver a key flamethrower at perhaps a critical moment. Or he'll install a unwanted album on all the aliens' iTunes and sort of piss them off. We got that going for us as well. Or he could just get lost in a place where the streets have no name and never find his way out. I mean, that's likely too. He wrote a song about that, so I mean, it's happened to him at least once.
We're moving into
this could be worse. This map is actually okay. I've had pretty reasonable luck on this map. Not good luck, but reasonable. My one serious complaint about this is I have had a tendency, a couple missions that have actually locked up on this map, so... Other than that, though, it's been pretty good. Looks like we're going to be starting in the standard starting department, which is shitty, because this is actually a pretty terrible place to launch a mission from. There's not a whole lot of available cover immediately. And if we run into some nasty pods right from the start, we could be in serious trouble from the get-go.
Intel from the Council indicates one of our off-site data stores has been compromised.
Is that a fact?
We can't afford to lose the data in those
Maybe you could point it out to us there, Bradford?
They want us to get in there and secure the facility. kill anything that moves.
Okay, so the data is completely irrelevant. What you should have just said is this is a mission where you have to kill everything that moves.
Heading to that location.
You could have maybe just started with that, Bradford. I mean, I'm not trying to nitpick or anything here. Well, actually, I am trying to nitpick. It's kind of bullshit. Who has battle scanners? We don't have a medic, which I was kind of counting on. I think we have one battle scanner. We have two battle scanners, both on Anna Big Gun's gun.
On my way.
So let's have Big Guns deploy one down in this vicinity. We're going to try and flank our way into this building if we can. Once we're indoors, I'll feel much safer, despite our somewhat low caliber of troops.
The aliens haven't made off with the volumes. We should be able to salvage the requisite data from
We got
those.
thin men. A lot of thin men. That's a pod of at least 4 thin men, which is 4 more than I'm totally comfortable with engaging. Which means we don't really want to get a whole hell of a lot closer than we already are. So we're just going to advance everyone. It's going to be a series of overwatches here. This should be safe. Don't pop a pod, Connery. Alright, so Sean Connery then is going to be our forward delimiter. That's the demarcation line for our forward advances. Moose is going to get on Overwatch. Mel, I understand that you have shots at the enemy, buddy, but you're just going to have to exercise a wee bit of patience here. We don't want to jump the gun on this one. Nikki, I want you hunkering down. Uncle Mel, put you on Overwatch. It wouldn't necessarily be a terrible thing to have you spawn those aliens with a little bit of Overwatch fire should they happen to move.
Scanning.
This is just like when the crazy dude in Braveheart was talking to you and told you that he couldn't get, wasn't going to get you out of this. He was pretty sure you were fucked. It's a lot like that. You just got to bide your time, be patient. See, they're going to come right to us. Look at all this delicious Overwatch we're going to take. So, couple, we got at least 1 kill out of that. And see, look at that, Uncle Mo. You got to shoot a man in the face and it cost you nothing. You should be very pleased with that outcome. And it looks like Jennifer Geely Lopez is... Well, now you may be a little upset about the fact that Jennifer Lopez poached your kill. That's less than cool. Also, I'm glad we brought all these chemical grenades, because boy, they're going to do us a lot of good against these thin men. I should have been paying attention to the fact that this was a council mission, and that thin men pretty much walk away from poison. I mean, they're living clouds of the shit. It seems like I should have known better than to expect them to be injured by it. Probably going to have Sean Connery take 2 shots here. If he can get 2 hits, that would be glorious. Oh, Sean Connery's got all the hits. Oh, I hit your mother twice last night. Oh. Alright, Sean, that's enough of the yo mama shit. This isn't 1996. You can let it go, buddy. So, Nikki Crater Minaj then is going to crater her way forward to a little bit of cover behind this vehicle.
there.
She's not going to get a shot here anyway, so it's no problem in double moving her. Jennifer Geely Lopez, I think, is going to keep her company. And since she did such a fine job last time on Overwatch, we're going to trust her to do that again.
Yes, Commander. Got it covered.
Uncle Mel. I'm considering having Uncle Mel advance and maybe grapple to that rooftop. Actually, can you do it from here, Uncle Mel? Will the hook go that far? It will not. Alright. Why don't you head to there, then? And we'll have you... I don't want to have... I'm just going to have Uncle Mel reload, actually. I was considering having Uncle Mel throw the hook, but probably not in our best interest, honestly. I don't really want to pop another pod. We've already got at least 1 thin man still lurking about. Seems like we should probably finish our dinner before we ask for seconds. I mean, it's just a polite thing to do. You don't want to ask for seconds until you've cleaned your plate. That'd be a lesson to all you boys and girls out there. There's hungry kids starving in less privileged countries, and they would appreciate that food.
Got something over here.
Thanks a lot, Charlie Sheen. You coldly boned us. Nice work, buddy. Fantastic job. Excellent job. It's 2.5 men all over again. So Charlie Sheen, I gotta imagine, yeah, probably gonna get killed by some sniping thin men here, and honestly, he deserves it. Whatever happens here, Charlie, you brought it on yourself. You got no one to blame but you. Well, that's a dead seeker right there. Well, there you go. That guy's been thoroughly punished. That's what happens when you have the temerity to get close to my units. This seeker, however, is going to go pretty much unmolested. Now, he got decloaked by a battle scanner, and now is just cloaking and recloaking. Okay. Apparently, the Predator not entirely sure how his equipment works. And there's 4 damage for Taylor Moose Lautner. Really, that could have been far, far worse. He could have panicked and then skittished the rest of the team. Some of these guys aren't exactly the most stalwart folks in our XCOM armory. Little upset about your work there, Sheen. And I know you got shot, and I'm just going to go out on the record and say this again. You deserved to be shot. You really did. So we're going to have Nicki Minaj take this shot since it's the only one she's got and the only one she's going to get. Also, she murdered the holy living screaming shit out of that guy. Bono has 2 shots from there, but neither one of them is particularly good. I'm concerned that the thin man back here might be on Overwatch, but I don't think he is, because I'm pretty sure he actually shot Charlie Sheen, so... I'm still going to take this move with Anna Big Gun's gun.
Contact.
Alright, so turns out that was the worst possible thing we could have done. Alright then, well... That wasn't... Anna Big Gun's gun can still move, right? She hasn't used her whole turn? No. Alright. So Anna Big Gun's gun could theoretically fall back. Do some absolutely terrible cover. This is not looking good, guys. I was concerned that this could happen, and now it's happened. And I'm not pleased at all. So Anna Big Gun's gun is going to fall back. We're going to use her right now, though, as sort of a gimmicky spotter. We do have that guy, which no one can see. We need to get the Moose in a little bit better position of cover, so we're actually going to have Moose drift to here. And he still has a shot. Not a good shot, but a shot, and we're going to take it. 63%. Doesn't matter if that missed. It hollow-targeted the enemy, and honestly, that was really all we were hoping to achieve. So if Mel can throw the hook here, we're absolutely going to have him do it. He can. That seems like an almost suicidally foolish position. We're going to put Uncle Melted there. He's going to need some form of cover before we just let him linger up on that rooftop. I don't think Uncle Mel's actually going to be able to shoot from here with any kind of usefulness. But possibly that was a terrible idea, but on the plus side, we can have Uncle Mel hook his way down and then just jump. Also, it seems like that fall probably should have killed Mel Gibson. Not that I'm looking for him to die or anything, I'm just kind of pointing out the fact that I really feel that that probably should have killed him. No, don't reload. We need you to throw a grenade, please. 1, to destroy this guy's cover. 2, kill him if you can, Geely. This might be the first useful thing you've done in your entire XCOM career. Well, it's not useful yet, but there's always hope, I suppose. So, Sean Connery? Ah, there you go, Sean. Nicely done.
My ammo's running low.
Our goal is to try and make sure the enemies can't really see anybody, because we don't want them all getting shot to pieces, which is why Anna Big Gun's gun is probably going to fall back. We're going to try and bring the enemy to us, and maybe, just maybe, if we can get lucky, pull them into some Overwatch. Although, I don't really think we have a number of troopers on Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
So let's move Bono to here. We will put Bono on Overwatch.
Scanning.
And I think that just leaves us Big Guns. Yep. And Big Guns is going to prove that discretion is the better part of valor and beat a hasty retreat there. We've got our Navigator, and that guy is going to be a serious problem. We really got to watch out for him. He's going to have a fantastic aim.
I'm taking fire.
Shooting at Uncle Mel, and that was a fortunate miss. That guy does have squad sight, which is why I'm concerned about him. If any of these other guys are like in a forward position, they will totally spot for that guy. Good opportunity if these guys will clump up. We've got a good chance to maybe make some fantastic use of a little bit of flamethrower. Alright, so that's not terrible. There's a nice exploding car, a little death mushroom cloud for us. Somewhere Robert Oppenheimer is feeling guilty about that cloud. Alright, so Nikki Crater Minaj with just a wide array of shots here. Not your most fantastic output. This guy seems like the priority. If we can get him killed, we might be able to do some good stuff with the Nicki Minaj grenade over in that general vicinity. Or rather, a Jennifer Geely Lopez grenade. So we're going to hold off on Bono for the nonce. Moose has nothing to bring to the table. What does Uncle Mel got here? Uncle Mel could do some pretty good work. We're going to revisit Uncle Mel in a moment. So big guns, I'm not liking what you're bringing to the table. I mean, I like your big guns because you got huge cans and they're actually pretty nice. But apart from that, I'm not liking what you're bringing to the table offensively. Sean Connery being spot on, however, this mission. Apparently somebody told him that plasma rifle was a Walther, and he's gone all golden gun mode on us. Oh, that's right. I'm the man with the golden gun. Oh, that's what your mother said last night. Oh, seriously, Connery, come on, man. The mom stuff, it's not that funny. Also, it's kind of mean. So this is going to be Jennifer Geely Lopez. We're going to have her drop a grenade in here and just wreck some cover. Really, the cover destruction is sort of all we're shooting for. The damage, however, though, not inconsiderable. Jennifer Geely Lopez actually pulled out a kill there. Just throwing that out there. One of those shots was a kill shot. Charlie Sheen, even with a run and gun, you're going to have a shameful chance of doing anything. I gotta say, I'm quite disappointed in you. Now, is Big Guns injured? She is not. Big Guns is not injured, and she has our Titan armor. This will probably draw an acid spit, assuming this enemy survives, and that's a good thing. I would prefer to have them spitting acid at us. For one thing, it won't even hurt Anna Big Gun's gun. She's a Titan armor, so she'll be immune to it. Charlie Sheen's gonna have like a 1% chance. Yeah. It's not even a shot we're gonna bother with trying to take. Let's see what we can get done with Mel Gibson, and then if we need to, we'll bring the Moose forward. Lumbering like a behemoth. Brilliant work, Mel. Fantastic shot, buddy. I was counting on that double tap to maybe get a kill on this guy, but now he's just going to be injured and angry. Yeah. You're trying to make up for lost time with a critical hit, but the damage has already been done, Uncle Mel. The critical at this point, it's not getting you out of the shit you got yourself into. I'm still pretty pissed off about it. On the plus side, not an unreasonable chance that Moose takes this guy out. And there we go. So Moose put him down, dropped him like a cigarette butt. You know, one that's been completely smoked. People discard those things pretty casually, which is why I made that analogy. Although, now that I having said it and heard it, it actually doesn't make as... It didn't sound as good as it sounded in my head. It sounded better in my head, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. There's a nice flaming thin man, however, who is panicked and falling back. And I think we'll just have Charlie Sheen dash forward. Watch him pop 17 pods. Oh, no, for once, Charlie Sheen decided that he could take a move without popping a pod, so... Bully. Almost beside myself with joy there, Sheen. 2 health regenerated for Mr. Thin Man. That's not going to do him a whole hell of a lot of good. He is badly flanked and in a terrible position. We're going to have Charlie Sheen run and gun just for the chance that he could earn a kill on this mission. Then he'd have something he could use when he got back home to impress the goddesses. I have to assume this is not going to be good. And the goddesses, as such, are not going to be real impressed with that performance, Charlie. I hope you brought like 35 pounds of cocaine home with you, which is the real reason they hang out with you. Also, you don't have a shot? I guess Mel will just reload then, since he has no shot, and we'll let the kill go to Bono, who is more deserving. Bono can take that shot, get a hit, get a kill, then we're just going to have him reload.
Neutralized.
And I think we'll just sort of advance this way. I have a feeling there's probably a pod back in that general vicinity, and I'd like to have plenty of available area damage and cover destruction, or when we decide to spring through the door. Let's bring Nicki Minaj there. Now that is a dash, so if Nicki pops a pod, that could have been trouble, but Nicki wiser than Charlie Sheen.
Ready to rock.
Yeah, I actually said that and meant it. She is wiser than Charlie Sheen. But
Heading there now.
Not that that's a strong endorsement of Nicki as, you know, any kind of leadership figure.
We're green to go.
Don't go all Dalai Lama and start, you know, glorifying, worshiping in her name and things like that. I mean, she's just a pop star, and she sang super bass, guys. If you've ever actually listened to the lyrics of that song, you know she's not a smart woman, so don't exactly adopt the Nicki Minaj lifestyle or anything like that. I'm not advocating that. I'm just saying she's got she makes better choices than Charlie Sheen.
What was that?
Now you might say making better choices than Charlie Sheen is not really a strong endorsement of the way to behave, and you would be 100% correct in that respect. I would not endorse a Charlie Sheen-like living method. It seems like a recipe for pretty much disaster and death, really. We do have some Seeker's somewhere around here. I'm just going to see if I can decloak him and get some cheap shots.
Scanners online.
So Big Guns is going to go ahead and deploy. And there we go. Cheap shots are going to abound. Well, at least one cheap shot. He has a shot at, what, that guy, and a terrible, terrible shot at that Thin Man. There's almost no chance of killing that Thin Man, actually. Let's see if Nikki... Well, Nikki's going to be in a bad position. Could move J-Lo forward. She's got some opportunities. Let's revisit that in a moment. Nikki's not going to be able to do anything for us. Much like she didn't do a whole lot for Young Money's career after she got hers. I think we'll just have Sean Connery kill this guy. Oh, that's right. Sean Connery goes 3 for 3, just like I did with your mother last night. Oh, come on, Sean. That's just fucking egregious, buddy. Seriously. Come on, man. Let it go. Let's see if Moose can get... I'm not really looking for him to hit that Thin Man. I was hoping he'd just be able to see him so that we could get some hollow targeting on him, but no dice there. Uncle Mel... go ahead and take a shot, Uncle Mel. That's fine. 67% is not great. It may be good enough with a little bit of luck, however. So we're going to have Uncle Mel go for the double tap. Probably not going to get it done. Yeah, 10. No surprise.
Damn it.
Not a massively critical failure, however, since... Well, I was going to say Sheen could run and gun and finish the job, but turns out that's not true. So I think we're just going to have old Chuck step in, come over here, and put himself on Overwatch.
Field, Commander.
Nikki,
Got it covered.
you keep doing your thing. Just keep singing about that boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, super bass.
Roger that.
Nikki has that super bass. The song's actually about her ass, by the way. It's the sound, the boom, ba-doom, boom bit. That's the sound Nikki makes when she's not wearing her special support undies. And old Moose going hard, looking for a kill. I gotta say, Moose has been showing some pretty good work for us here. Oh, we've got a Seeker decloaking. That guy is deader than Dillinger. Yeah, that's, that didn't work out so well for Mr. Seeker. Alright, then. Not that I'm, I'm kind of glad things didn't really work out for him. I'm pretty sure we had Taylor Lautner in cover at some point on that last turn. Why is he no longer in cover? I mean, it's not really a huge problem. I'm just more curious than concerned.
Good to go.
Anyway, we're going to put him there, and we'll drop him into Overwatch. Uncle Mel, you can just go ahead and reload. Fine. Bono! Why don't you go over here near this Joshua tree and cop a squat? And by that I mean just go on Overwatch in case anything runs out at us. Big Guns, you head to that corner cover is fine. Mr. Connery, if you could stop with the Yo Mama cracks like you're cracking from
Yes, sir. Good to go.
a bad on the block
It's killing
breakdown,
time.
you could just let that... fuck it. You know what? I was going for something there, and then along with crackling and mamas, and then I just completely forgot what I was shooting for, so fuck it. That's just a busted joke. You have to let that one slide. Nikki, hunker down. That door is open, which has me filled with dread.
Headed there now.
Filled with dread, not as opposed to filled with dread.
Roger that.
Dread has basically cultivated me and made a nice field. And I'm guessing that's a dead sectoid. Yeah. Man, Taylor Moose Lautner has really been on fire for us. That's fantastic work from Moose. Probably his best mission, really. I'm thinking he's really trying to put the effort in to help get himself untypecast as the hunky but doofy guy who doesn't get the girl. He's looking for like a starring role. Kind of like a James Franco, was it? Who was in Man of Honor or whatever, where he sort of made his breakout role as a serious actor when he was finally in something that didn't also have Seth Rogen in it. Or was that Cuba Gooding Jr.? I often confuse those two because they're basically the same guy.
Out there. Let's hope they don't get too cocky.
You know, I want to denigrate them, Bradford, and say that you're just drunk as shit and have no idea what you're talking about, but I really can't. We took a pretty shitty team on that mission. Now, granted, they only fought Thin Men, Seekers, and Sectoids, so it's not like they were up against the world's most dangerous opposition. But I really feel they did a pretty decent job for as shitty as they were. I mean, that's actually also the greatest review that Charlie Sheen has ever received about anything he ever starred in. It was one of the reviews from Men at Work, I think it was either Siskel or Ebert, I forget which, said, you know, it's not the shittiest thing he's ever done. And that was the single greatest moment in Charlie's career. Let's get some promotions taken care of here. Finally. Alright, so we've got a trooper that we're ready to move. Now, Nikki is really fast. She does have covering fire, which I'm not sure why I did that. Double tap is not going to do her a whole lot of good with covering fire. She'll never get to take advantage of it. I think we were looking for like a ready for anything build. Is what we were trying to make Nikki an Overwatch gunner, but I'm not a real fan of ready for anything. Kathy Z has it, and I don't really like it. So what we're going to do is just have to assume that hollow targeting, this was sort of a busted rank. We just got kind of shitty and unlucky there. Took covering fire for a cheap 3 aim, and we're going to take rapid fire with Nikki instead. I just like rapid fire better. Double tap also would have been a valid choice in that situation if we're not going to make... But this gives Nikki the option to either be a mobility gunner for us or a base of fire gunner. And with her movement speed, actually a mobility gunner is going to be an alright choice for Nikki. 007 picking himself up a promotion. Oh, that's right. Your mother really put me over the top. Oh, come on. All right, that's enough, Connery. That's it. No more shit out of you. Anyway. Tactical sense is quite good, but I really like suppression. Suppression is very, very handy in a number of situations. Also, Sean does have covering fire, so if he suppresses an enemy, that enemy not going to get a shot, and Sean will be able to shoot back at him with no penalty. We're doing the full Overwatch set for Sean, so it's probably going to be suppression. I just want to look at the ability bonuses here. I think suppression gives you aim, which is what I'm looking to determine for certain. Oh, it gives you mobility. Well, we're definitely taking suppression then because Sean's mobility is shit. Although all these other abilities also give you mobility. Tactical sense wouldn't be terrible. Nah, we're going with suppression. Minus 30 aim to one target is probably more useful than like an extra 5 or 10 defense if you're completely surrounded by the enemy. Moose, a promotion. Long-deserved promotion for Moose. And for Moose, Moose is our total mobility build. He has no covering fire, none of that junk. Moose is an executioner, so he's totally going with rapid fire. Definitively a guaranteed pick. Moose, now one of our most able gunners. I would feel comfortable, apart from a slightly lower aim than I would like. I'd actually feel pretty comfortable taking Moose on more missions. So congratulations, Taylor Lautner. Maybe, just maybe, that mission was the breakout role you'd been looking for. You perhaps have finally wiggled your way out from beneath the admittedly thin and scrawny shadow of Robert Pattinson. I mean, it seems like it shouldn't have taken you this long. That guy's about as thin as a microphone stand, so it seems like it should have been easier to maybe step out of his shadow. But congratulations, buddy, you finally did it. Also, you finally broke a 1-to-1 kill-to-mission ratio. So, hey, congratulations. Mel Gibson contributed effectively nothing, and actually lowered his kill-to-mission ratio below 2-to-1. Nice job, Mel. Anyway, got that taken care of. Our loot is irrelevant. 3 Illyrium, really the only thing from that mission that matters at all. And that doesn't really matter a whole lot. We did pick up a new corporal. Yippee. That'll be delightful. We'll come up with a name for someone who could be a medic that we might actually consider allowing to participate in a mission.
We will be in
but not
touch,
right now.
Commander.
Right now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up with Optimus Prime and his vague threats that, once again, he's going to touch us in the naughty place. If you enjoyed the episode, though, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.